Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be
Along
as
a
bright
toddler
as
has
the
been missing
sun.
in Savannah.
And as you come around, and it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where is Codi?
Family. Let's come right on in, you guys. I'm sorry I'm coming on here, but you know when you see your girl on a day that she's actually busy doing other stuff, and you guys, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, I got the call earlier and I got the text earlier. Hold on. So, I'm gonna let you guys, we're gonna go over some of the information. We're talking about the Codi Bixby case. You guys know this 4-year-old went missing. I think it was like the 21st. No, it was January the 31st or something like that. January the 31st, something. And let me see. It's been so long. Yeah, January the 31st. It was like his father called 911 and said that his son was missing and that he believed he woke up in the middle of the night, said he wanted to go out and play in the snow. His father's name, Cody's father's name is Cory Bixby. He's down there in the Virginia area. We've been following this case. We have been wanting some justice for Codi. You guys, not a lot of people covered this case. You guys understand what I'm saying. But you know what? There's a lot of strength in numbers. And you know, even though it might be a small number, guess what? We believe in, getting justice for Codi. I don't see all my ma's in the building. I just don't. I don't see them. I'm looking, and I see Woke the God in here. I see Woke the God in the building. Evelance, how you doing? Okay. Karma caramel coated, Valence, Zena, K, Solo in the building. So we got to get the word out. Yeah. Tina be running in here in a minute because that's your girl there that said we're going to stay on the Codi case. SP, we got to. I was talking to Freddie J, Freddie in the dark, when I had got the notice earlier, but I hadn't got to it. I was running around taking care of business, and I looked up and I read it, and I was like, yep. Couldn't get in the house fast enough, and Tina was calling me. Tina was like, hey. I was like, hey. She was like, what? I was like, what? She was like, hey. I was like, hey. She was like, I said, I already know. She was like, you know what? I was like, hey. I said, you tell me. She was like, is it true? And I said, yes, it is. Yes, it is. He has been indicted for the death of Codi. Cory has been indicted. He was indicted Monday. That's why we was waiting on word, you guys. We was waiting on the word. Okay? So you got to remember, there's still not a body. Okay? Still not a body. But I believe, without a doubt, they were waiting for the case with the California City Boys to end to see how it played out. Because, think about it. Think about it. It is very hard to win a guilty in some kind of shape, form, or fashion result when you do not have a body. And if you notice, in the California City Boys, they did find guilt in one of the kids, but not both of them. But still, yet, it shows you it can be done. It actually can be done. So I'm going to read it right now, because this is one of our specials. We normally don't come on Thursdays, but we all is in the building. Hey, Candace Jackson. Oh, yeah, Candace Jackson, the chosen one. Okay, Candace, how you doing? I even had a little information on that situation down there on the cupcake case. So you guys going to get a little bit before Friday get here. We may not even have to come on Friday because we're going to do it all today. Okay. She says, I'm finding you. I'm good. How you been doing, sweetheart? I'm sorry I missed your phone call. I seen that you had called, but hadn't got back with you. Let me read right now. In Hampton, Virginia, 10 on your side has learned that Cory Bixby was indicted on charges connected to the death of his 4-year-old son, Codi. And I keep spelling Codi wrong, but okay, we'll get it right. Sources tell 10 on your side that Bixby was indicted by a grand jury on Monday. That's telling you they got enough evidence to convict. Usually when the grand jury says, hey, we all agree that his story is not lining up, then let's go ahead and send it to trial. That's how you get it in there. The state don't get in trouble because they send you to trial. They already believe that Cory Bixby was lying. So this is a good thing. This is a good day. That's why we say the sun is up and it's a beautiful day at the beginning. Okay, so this is one of those days that you guys can celebrate, okay? So sources tell, they always want to say 10 on your side, but Bixby was indicted by a grand jury on Monday. The paperwork associated with the indictment has not been filled out yet in the Hampton Circuit Court. A recent release mental health evaluation obtained says also reveals that Bixby is competent to stand trial. So he's coming out of the mental hospital back to the jail. Because if he's competent, he don't need to be in no mental hospital. He's going to do the rest of his time in jail. So he's going right back. Remember, his 60 days was up. That's what we were waiting on. We was waiting on the 31st of March, April, May. And yeah, because he went in on like April. So he had April, January, February, March. Okay, so March, he went to court. They said, okay, he needs to go to the mental hospital. He's seeing his kids in the jail. I don't know, giving them food at the window or something. He had wrote a note saying he knows where Codi was at, and the jail cell officer took the note instead of, didn't tell nobody about it. They got the note. They were trying to get that kicked out of court. I don't know if you guys knew all of this, but that's what was going on. He had a note that the jelly officer had found that Cory had wrote saying he knew where Codi was. And so they went ahead and sent him to the mental hospital. And then, I don't know if you guys know, Amina Matheny, I almost called, yeah, that's her name, Amina Matheny Willard, because she's been married to twice or whatever. She's the attorney for Cory Bixby. She had put in a motion for Cory to spend the next 4 years in the hospital. She said, I don't even want to hear her name. Yeah, I understand. But I can always get it right because I know how to say it. A lot of people don't know how to say Matheny, but I know some Matheny's back in my day, in my childhood day. But anyway, let me continue to read because some of you guys ain't got this, but you got to look it up. I'm telling you, it's on 10 on your side. That's where you can find the information at, but you're going to hear it here, okay? That way, you don't hear it here first because I can't be first if they're putting it out. You understand what I'm saying? But we were waiting on it. You guys know, remember I kept on telling you, I ain't got nothing to say today. We were waiting on this. We were waiting on it. I had already known that there was, a jury, trying to get an indictment by, everybody say, well, that's supposed to be a secret. Well, secrets sometimes, a good secret is very hard to find. Very hard, very rare, very rare. So, I mean, sometimes you hear things, you don't know if it's true or not, but it is. I want to say one thing. So before we get into it, because I really don't want to talk about it that much on the Cupcake case. A lot of you guys follow the Cupcake case, and I'm going to say it right now, and I'm going to get back to the Codi and Cory Bixby case. On the Cupcake case, you guys know that what's her name? TeNika Brown and Patrick Stallworth was found guilty, and I guess the sentence or whatever. Anywho's, I guess there's a motion for TeNika Brown that's out there. We're just letting everybody know what we know. Like I said, there's a lot of information that they're putting a motion in that she is mentally incompetent, and so maybe she doesn't need to be in the prison, but maybe in the mental hospital. So we'll see. It's kind of a little bit too late because, hey, you're going to get sentenced. But yeah, that's what's going on there, you guys. I don't want to talk about it too much right now. I want to stick on the Codi case, but I do want everybody to know that's stirring up too. So we're just keeping everybody aware of what's going on with all these cases. This is big though. This is huge. So let me go back. So they say a recently released mental health evaluation obtained by 10 on your side that says that Bixby is competent to stand trial. He's also facing the 30 charges connected to the alleged abuse and neglect that Codi and his brother had to endure, you guys. You guys understand that? Pretty K said, what is the family got to say? You know that they were talking really big stuff, And they were so happy that I'm getting out of my clothes. Thank God you guys can't see me. But I haven't even did no homework or study or anything. I went to the store. But anyway, what do his family got to say now? See, sometimes, sometimes people sit back. Yeah, I don't want y'all to say this. I don't want you to put a bench over here and we're running things. We're this, we're that. How could you be so into your pride and not really see your whole attitude told everybody? We could just look at the whole family. You guys are not even remorseful or even saddened that this child, a 4-year-old child, not only missing, but presumed to be dead. Y'all not acting like a family that cares about the child. And that's what made everybody mad. Everybody was like, nobody cared about Codi. Oh, yeah, we care about Codi, but we care about Cory too. Cory this, Cory that. Cory needs this. Cory's not getting his packages. Cory's not getting his. What about this baby that allegedly January 31st came up missing? Why you ain't so angry about that? So, your actions speaks louder than your words. You guys understand what I'm saying? So everybody was looking at the family actions and was like, y'all not worried about Codi. You're worried about Cory. Matter of fact, at the end, it was like, well, let's look at it real quick. That's why I showed it to y'all anyway. And I'm going to show it to you again. The sister was like, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be
along
as
the
bright
toddler
as
has
the
been missing
sun.
in Savannah.
And when you come around, and it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh, I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where is Codi?
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
oh, I
scour
knew
the area.
it's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey, so you guys did not understand, but we were sending out positive vibes on Codi's behalf all the time. And that's what we do. We send positive vibe. That song was like dedicated for Codi. So every time you heard it, you felt some kind of way. You didn't know why you liked it, but it was like, it's almost like, it's not like deja vu, but it's like, speaking something into existence. Like, it's going to be brighter, you guys. We're going to get our day in court for Codi. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't speak before it happens, but you know it's going to happen because there's people that, hey, we got praying warriors in the building. We got Gail in the building. Kay been on this? She said, yeah, the sun is up. See, Kay understood that song. She was like, I don't know why I love that song. But that song was dedicated for every time when you heard it, it was dedicated to Codi. Okay? That we were going to get justice for him. Not just the abuse for the other kids. Because, yeah, he's got 30 counts. It can be up to 5 years per count. So he's looking at 150 years, give or take. But you know what? But where's the justice for Codi? Anyway, I did keep those things, the interviews that they all did. She says, yes, even on Precaution, I always say, play it back. Yes, you did, Kay. You were like, play it again, because it gave you a good feeling every time when you seen his face. And that's what we do sometimes. We try to set aside that particular song, even though that we put other people's faces with it, the other kids also, we always included Codi. Codi was, see, there's certain cases like Codi, Bixby, Cupcake case, Malia Davis case, Malia Bass case, the California City Boys, Amari case, Tyre Nichols, Tyre Gibson. These cases we put our time into. We try to get other channels to put their time into it. And whether we can find the kid or not find the kid, we're still yelling and screaming, we want justice. There's some people started getting on the other side with the family, because I'm gonna tell you why. And this is why I said this once and I'll say it again. Hey, Deidre, how you doing? Nice to see you in the building, sister. That's my friend, you guys. But anyway, I said this a long time ago that the family, they didn't want us to talk about it. They wanted everybody they was trying to shut everybody down, shut everybody up, because when you don't make noise, guess what? You don't get no help. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. If you guys don't know or learn anything from the last 5 years we've been coming on here, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So we were trying to make noise from far, far away. Here I am in Kansas. Then, this child come up missing in Virginia. We got people in Alabama. We got people in Chicago. We got people in Detroit. We got people in Arizona. We got people in California. Everybody's mad. We're always talking about it. We always calling the news. Everybody doing something. And then you've got the people down there in Virginia. We've got Nancy down there, and I told y'all this, and I kid you not. Right now, and I said this before, a lot of people got mad at me, and I don't care. We didn't have nobody really down there defending for Codi, but Nancy, she stood by herself on a lot of time, dealing with people that would get angry with her, say that she shouldn't be on the case because she's white, or she just want this, she want that. Let me tell you something. Doing these cases, you don't make money. So when people thinking it's all about money and all this, you don't make money. You don't. You make a lot of enemies. Because, see, they thinking about money. There's no money in dead children. Black, white, or whatever. Puerto Rican, Jew, whatever. There's no money in dead babies. I'm going to just be honest with you guys. Look at Harmony. No money in that. There's people making money, but when you really, really wanting justice for that kid, and even that you're like 500 miles, 1,000 miles away, just make noise. Tell everybody how they not doing this. Put a billboard up, come on. Talk about it every time you turn around. Yeah, there was so many people that was on, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? They just don't believe that the father could have done something. Now, I don't know what happened. I just don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know if it was an accident. I don't know if he got into something. I don't know if he got angry and did something. But whatever it is, we're going to learn more about the whole situation, which is going to be devastating, just like learning the stuff about the California City boys. It gets to the point where you're like, I'm gonna be honest with you. We even got Diesel because of the Codi Bixby case. You guys remember? I was like, we don't even have no way to look for a kid. And speaking of Diesel, I did make the doctor's appointment for him. He will be going to the doctor on Thursday, on the 15th at, she said, 10 o'clock a.m. They think he's got an infection. They don't think something's in his ear, but they're going to check it out. So you guys, was he around cameras? No, he was in his home. So if you wasn't here and you don't know what's going on with the case, I'll give you a little a clip of what was going on. So I'm thinking it was 2022. Yeah, January 31st, 2022. Cory Bixby, the father, called 911 saying that he can't find his son, and he looked everywhere, can't find his son. Almost like the case with the California City boys. So the police come on the site, and they can't find him. They're looking everywhere. They can't find him. They asked the father to come down to the police station to give them more information. He gets down there. He's got other kids. He's got a set of twins, and he's got an older kid also. So altogether, he has 4 boys. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't believe all these kids is biologically his, okay? One of them might be the neighbor's kid, and it might be Codi. But nevertheless, that's just, keep that in your back pocket. So the mother is nowhere around because she's in another state, and she made a TikTok dancing on the day that they spoke to the mother and said they presumed that this baby was deceased. She was on TikTok doing a dance the day that she got notified that the baby was presumed to be deceased. She does now have custody of the other 3 kids. And that's what's going on. So no, there's no cameras. There's no cameras in the home. And if there was some cameras, but I doubt it. I doubt that there was cameras. But anywho, there was no footprints. There was a light snow, little draft of snow. What you can't even call it snow. Just call it just a little breeze of I don't know. My mind is all over the place right now because I'm happy. I haven't got no rest, but I'm happy because this right here this made my day. Not that somebody's going to court for allegedly killing their kid, but we might get some closure when it comes to Codi. I did not feel some type of way about this case because I do believe that what the police believe, I believe. It wasn't a lot of other people involved. This child has not been seen. He was seen on video camera going to Walmart, going underneath the bridge, buying cars, buying houses. Never Codi is around. The other kid might be around here and there, but Codi was never around. But they got 30 charges against the father, Cory Bixby, because every time he went somewhere, he never had his kids. So they asked him, where's your kids? And he was like, he don't want to get nobody else involved. So, and trust me, there's family that know. They know. You understand what I'm saying? They know. You can't tell me you don't know. So when they're sitting there, they need to do this. They want everybody to go follow the rules, go by the rules and stuff. And they complain that Cory wasn't getting his commissary. They complain that they got him and they're not letting him go. Now, when they questioned Cory at the police station, he did ask for an attorney. We heard the transcript or heard the video of the transcript of when he asked for an attorney, and they didn't give him an attorney. Was his rights violated? Yeah. So they thinking like, yeah, we know what we did, but we're not scared because you guys violated his rights. It doesn't matter if you're right. Let me tell you something. It does matter when your rights is violated, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the ideal that you're guilty about this. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you why. Because I was in a situation helping somebody. It was a family member of mine. I'm not going to tell you who it is because you guys don't need to know that. But they had did something wrong, and they did it, and they was ready to face the consequences. But at the time they were underage. So they were like, you know what? I'm not gonna do a plea, nothing. I'm just gonna say I'm guilty, whatever. But I found out that they did not, they questioned the child, and it was a child, and didn't read the child his rights. So everything in court that they was gonna be using, they couldn't because they didn't even read him his rights. And they shouldn't have been even talking to the child without the parents. But when we got to court, talking to the judge, well, not the judge and the attorney, they're just going to say, okay, we didn't read you the rights. And that could have been a lawsuit in itself. You know what I'm saying? Because you held this child. And I don't know how long you held the child, but you held the child. You didn't read him his rights, and he spoke to you he you weren't supposed to speak to a child without the parents. They wasn't in jail or anything of that nature. But anyway, it ended up where the child still had to do the 30 days. It's just 30 days, but 30 days to a child is a lot. You know what I'm saying? And get on some probation, probation. And because what the state has said is, yeah, we didn't read him his rights, but he already said, well, he did this or whatever. And I know you can't use that because it's before the fact, but nevertheless, could be more stuff. But when you're facing stuff like that, one thing you're not worried about, and this is what I'm saying, you're not worried about lawsuit. You're just trying to get the child out of trouble. They made a terrible decision. And so you're not worried about money and all this. You just, okay, so 30 days, you can do 30 days because you did do this. Yeah, I did that. Okay, we just do the 30 days. Come on in and call it all good. Just don't do it again, Are we, can we go and sue? Yeah, you can go and sue. But when you're just trying to protect the person, you're not worried about all that suing and stuff. So the family was like really pushing the fact that his rights was violated. Like, y'all need to go sit down because y'all didn't do something right. Yeah. The police already came on and said, yeah, you know what? We did make a mistake. They said it right at the beginning. You didn't have to even go look for it. We owned up to it. We made a mistake. So they was like, yeah, So everybody was trying to make it into a deal like you're doing this. And I'm just going to say, this black man, wrong. Okay, I got that out the way. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm all for, I understand because I am African American. So I understand that a lot of times, it is unfair. Certain race get treated unfair. But at this particular thing, when we're dealing with children, and I'm not saying you can do things wrong. Hey, Sugar Mama, thank you for the super chats in the building. It's right. I'm just saying that when we're looking for a kid, I think sometimes some people got, beside themselves. What's that? We got super sugar mama in the house. She said, I want to know, how is it possible that mom's daughter went missing the same day Codi went missing, but a couple of years apart? How that the mom's daughter went missing on the same day? Oh, wow. Exactly. You know this case. This is all the things that's happening. Let me give a shout out to Sugar Mama real quick. She's always supporting this channel, and we do appreciate her. Thank you, Sugar Mama. Okay, so I got you in there, Sugar Mama. I want to make sure I put it down right. I wrote it down too, you guys. She said, I would like the twerking chicken. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and grab that for you. She said, I want that twerking chicken. Oh, okay. Well, we got it. Here we go.
Dropping them but golden nuggets.
SP News Nuggets. And you guys, we're going to have a lovely time. And if we don't, oh well, here we go.
I'm known to throw shade.
Here's now saying Robinson died as the result of a spinal injury.
Well, they told us it was alcohol poison.
Are you sure you ain't gonna get mad?
I'm not gonna get mad. Just tell me if you slept with her yesterday. I won't
Are
get
you
mad.
sure you ain't gonna get mad?
I won't get mad.
Alright, well, I slept with her.
Come on. Come on here. Shit. They'll pull me in the ground. Get your ass back in the house. Never carry you back outside.
No more Tyre Nichols.
Yes, sir.
No more Tyre Nichols.
No more.
No more Tyre Nichols.
No more Tyre Nichols.
No more Tyre Nichols.
No more Tyre Nichols.
All right. All right. Thank you, Sugar Mama, for that request. We always want to keep Tyre Nichols' family in our prayers. If you came in late, I want you guys to know we are kind of celebrating a little bit because they have indicted Cory Bixby for the death of Codi Bixby. And so Codi's going to get his, and so we'll get to see it and hear it. And let me finish reading this to you guys real quick. Oh, I knew my girl Sanja was going to come on in here. She said, hey, I'm here. She said, hey, Warriors, I'm here. All right. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So Amina Matheny Willard, they reached out, we say cake on our side, 10 on our side for you guys, but it's cake, and that's channel 10 for us. She declined to comment on this case, but Bixby reported Codi missing from their Buck Row townhome on January 31st, 2022. Police named the only person of interest in his child's disappearance early on in the investigation was Cory Bixby. Authorities have long presumed that the 4-year-old was deceased, dead, although his body has never been found. From the first minute of the investigation, myself, the assistant chief, member, and command staff were at Codi Bixby's residence to see for ourselves what the evidence demonstrated. We had followed the evidence from day one. It was very clear to us. The evidence about what likely occurred has been very clear. And you guys remember, I can't remember what the chief of police name was. If somebody can throw it out there, let me know. Oh, his name was Mark Talbert. That's his name. His name was Mark Talbert. How can I forget that? That name, that's a beautiful name. So anyway, I like that name. But there is a little about this that has been mysterious. You guys remember, he said that. He said that in a press conference that Chief Mark Talbert said on February the 10th, the same day that Mama was twerking and dancing on TikTok, that they presumed that the baby was deceased. Bixby was quickly arrested and charged with alleged abuse and neglect of Codi and his 3 siblings. Just like on the California City Boys, there's going to be all these charges. They're going to be charged separate, and it's going to add up to something humongous. But now they didn't have the death of Codi on the charts, but they're gonna actually put that on there too. So even if he doesn't get found guilty on this or that, at least it's there. You're gonna go to court anyway. I tried to tell y'all it's gonna happen, because why would you not? You know, you only got one shot. Why would you not? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing, because he's not gonna tell on the family. Tina Power says that was Tyre. Yeah, that is Tyre Nichols' song right there on that. You know? So anyway, let me see what else is going on here. I think about, I'm going to fry me some chicken tonight. That's what I'm going to do. I even went and bought some. And I'm going to say this. She says Tuesday they're going to be back in court. Wave says Tuesday they're going to be back in court. So good, thank you. Anything that you want to put out in the chat, let me know. Maybe it come out and we can all pick up what's going on, because this is breaking news. 6 months after Codi's disappearance, a grand jury issued 30 indictments against the father, charging him with abuse and neglect after he allegedly left his children at home alone and failing to secure medical attention for an injured child. And we don't know which injured child that was. Was that Codi back then? Or was that a child that they're talking about? We don't know. But Bixby was behind bars without bail at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail until a judge ordered him to Eastern State Hospital in March to receive competency restoration, trying to make him remember what he did or how did he do it. And after an exam found him incompetent to stand trial, that exam was one of several in an ongoing argument between his attorneys and the Commonwealth about Bixby's ability to stand trial. That evaluation was conducted by Dr. Ware Zimmer in February and March. The psychologist determined that Bixby seems to understand the legal process ahead of him, but not the seriousness of the charges against him. Wow. That report also detailed Bixby escalating paranoia and a series of bizarre behaviors during his time at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. So he's paranoid and he's having some bizarre behaviors. Anytime you go to jail, it makes you very paranoid, because you guys remember he asked for a pillow to sit down because he couldn't sit down. So somebody's waxing something. And I think Cory's getting the blunt end of that. You guys feel me? Anyway, she said, I made smooth cabbage and noodles. Ooh, girl, I need to be eating with you. I want some cabbage. I might ask my husband to go get some cabbage to go with my chicken. I usually don't fry chicken, but I'm gonna try to do it today, you guys. I'm just gonna be chilling at home. In March, Bixby's team also requested a judge to dismiss the charges against Bixby after they said the Commonwealth Attorney Office obtained evidence that wasn't submitted to the defense for months. And that evidence, I told you guys about, it was a letter that what they were talking about was a letter that the jelly officer had found, that Cory had wrote a letter saying he knows where Codi was. Allegedly. Okay, because I ain't got to see it, so I don't know. But the evidence is a written statement Bixby wrote in jail. That's why, okay? Bixby defense team said the Commonwealth got a copy of that letter on August the 3rd, but did not share it with the defense team until November. I'm letting you guys all know what's going on. The contents of the letter have not been released to the public. I just told y'all what it was. Okay? Wave News asked Matheny Willard, who has seen the letter, if it was a suicide note or any kind of confession. She initially said no, but then revised her response to say, because the statement is viable, untrue, uncensored, and bizarre, I do not consider it either one. So they were trying to say he was under distress. He's just writing some stuff. You coming to my house, eat? Come right on. Because I'm gonna just sit at home and do some homework. So come on. The results of Bixby's treatment at Eastern State Hospital was filed in Hampton Circuit Court on Monday, or filed, I'm sorry. The licensed clinical psychologist Williams evaluated the father on May the 30th and determined he is competent to stand trial. She said, now I got to make some cornbread. Okay. During his hospitalization, Bixby's thought process was goal-directed and did not contain overt delusional, idealist, obsession, or phobias. According to the report, he also denied having any auditory or visual hallucination. So he told the doctor, I'm not hearing things. I'm not seeing anything. So the doctor diagnosed him with post-traumatic stress disorder. So they did diagnose him with PTSD and prescribed him medication. Bixby began competency restoration services on April the 19th and addressed several concerns that Zimmerman highlighted in his evaluation of the father that happened in the spring. Those included convicting background information that Bixby gave several medical providers, which the father said had been misinterpreted. He also told the counselor that he gave erroneous biological information to at least one evaluation because he believed the evaluator did not need to know such personal details, the report states. That's what I was trying to tell you about. If you read between the lines, we have shared with you guys stuff that we wasn't supposed to know. What he's saying right there is when he says biological, I'm telling you that all those kids is not by Cory. Okay? And Cory would not explain to the evaluator, is he the biological father and who is the biological father? Because Cory knows he's not the biological father. And somebody had, I'm getting ready to get off here. I'm not going to spend that much time. We definitely probably not going to come on Friday. If we do, it'll be a miracle, you guys. But anyway, nevertheless. Could it be the reason why Codi was handled harsh than the other kids is because there was someone maybe thinking Codi was not his? Remember the sister, when this all happened, said that Cory was a good father and that he even took care of other kids that was not his kids. What kids is that? Because all we see is you being in the army, married to your wife, and having kids with your wife, and then you left the army and did a AWOL and came back to the United States. And that's when Codi was born. Or maybe the kids were getting taken by the mother and he came back to try to help. He do whatever it took to try to be that man to help. And he got a hold to some really bad females. I'm just telling you guys. I'm not talking bad about a woman. I'm just saying that took advantage of this married man that was in the army, because most of the time you guys know that they're going to run after the ones that got that money. And he fell in love with her or whatever, left his wife, his whole family, moved back to the United States, and then left his wife, brought his wife back over here and got an apartment to take care of his kid with the mother. Way say he go AWOL, must be his kid. Yeah. Well, you know, I think when they got in that fight and the police was called, and there is proof that the police was called to the house, she said that Cory he said he was going to kill her, and there was an older kid there, and Codi was born, and Codi was on the bed at that time. So when they got in the fight, and I'm trying to remember all this stuff because most of it went doormat because, you know, you got to assume a lot of stuff. But when we started getting those reports and stuff of what happened, you know, that's why I wanted somebody to go back to that house where they first lived at and look over there and things of that nature. Remember, SP, I was telling you this morning that they are going back to court on Monday. Somebody in the court chat is clearing it up. They go back to court on Tuesday. Okay, so let me see. So McKinney also wrote that Bixby understands the legal process in front of him, but continued to guard it about the case. During a May 9th meeting with the restoration counselor, Bixby also discussed a hypothetical plea bargain. Did you guys hear that? Come on, you guys. I just threw a nugget out there. You guys need to listen. On May the 9th, that's one month ago, Bixby discussed a hypothetical plea bargain. Like, hey, okay, I'm looking at, remember, and that's what he needed to do. I'm telling you guys, that's what he needed to do. I told you this a while back. Y'all thinking I'm lying. The ones that's been here know I said this is his only way of getting less time. He needs to say and come out and say, look, I'm facing all this, but if I tell you where this child is at, could you just give me 20 years? That's a plea bargain. And they can say yes, but it's up to the judge or his attorney. See, hold on. That right there is the nail in the coffin. Hello, he done already spoke it into existence. I'm going to tell you guys, okay? Because listen to what I just said. During a May 9th meeting with the restoration counselor, Bixby also discussed a hypothetical plea bargain. You got to give something to get something, you guys. You got to tell me where the baby is at, or what happened, or how you disposed the child to get a plea bargain. And if you did not know, there would not be no hypothetical. I can't tell you, well, hypothetically, if I was a boy, there's no way I can be a boy. I can say hypothetically, if I go into a transitional situation at a medical center and turn myself into something, X, Y, and Z, it has to be something that could be created or done. You don't make hypothetical unless it can happen. Okay, I'm not saying it did happen or do happen or could happen, but when you come to a hypothetical, if I say hypothetically, what if I did steal the popsicle? That means I can, or I could have. I was there, I was around it, or I seen it, or there was 10 people, but hypothetically, what if it was me? The only way it could be me, I have to be there or around it or associated with it some kind of way. I can't be in Alabama trying to steal a popsicle in Zimbabwe. That's not a hypothetical. That's delusional. That's a whole different diagnosis. Hold on. Let me answer this because I need to see what's going on. Okay, I can't do that. Working, but listen, okay, LaKendra. So Cory, where is the baby? Yet. At Tina, you typing too fast. Give us the baby, please, Cory. Tell us where the baby is. And he probably said hypothetically, if I tell you where the baby is, he's now knowing that he's going to go to jail for a long time. Maybe what I can do is secure the money because they're going to probably sue the state for violating his rights. Because how is Amina Matheny Willard going to get paid? She probably took this case as pro bono, but still yet, she's in it a lot of money. And her name is getting out there too. So even if she doesn't get money, she's getting well connected with people, having her name being advertised out there. This is a huge case. People didn't want it to be huge, but it is. Good evening, Karen. Karen and Sharon. Anyway, let me see what else is saying. Bixby is due in Hampton Court on Wednesday, you guys. Wednesday, not Monday, not Tuesday. I'm reading it for myself. If you came in and you heard before it was Monday and you heard it was Tuesday, I'm looking at it. It says Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Okay? So we got that cleared. This court is breaking news. That's all they have on here. They saved the best for last, but hold on, let me see something. Let's see if we can hear it.
You're in order for treatment at Southern Virginia.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
10 on your side has learned a grand jury indicted Cory Bixby on charges connected to the death of his 4-year-old son, Codi. Cory Bixby reported Codi missing in January of 2022. Authorities have long presumed the boy is dead, although his body has never been found. 10 on your side's Lauren Moss is live in Hampton now with more on this breaking story. Lauren.
Codi's initial disappearance sparked a community-wide effort to locate him. Cory Bixby was arrested shortly after, subjected to a controversial extended interrogation by Hampton police. 6 months later, a grand jury charged him with 30 counts related to child neglect and abuse. All of those earlier charges related to the treatment of Codi's siblings. This new charge is actually the first one linking Cory to the disappearance of his son. Authorities have long believed that Codi was not in fact kidnapped, but killed. That's even as volunteer efforts to find him have continued up until recent weeks. We've also learned that Cory Bixby was recently deemed fit to stand trial. He has been found incompetent earlier this year in order for treatment at Southern Virginia Mental Health Institute. This comes as he's due back in court on Tuesday. I'll have more on that ahead at 5. In Hampton, I'm Lloyd Moss, 10 on your side.
Okay. Now check this out. She just said Tuesday. So she just said Tuesday. We've got a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. She said Tuesday. I'm looking at the update.
I've always had dreams and aspirations.
I'm looking at the update. We got to get clarity, you guys. Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Because we want to know. SP, remember the cow that said she found the jacket? Is there a possibility they could subpoena her to court? Oh, subpoena her to court? No. First of all, it wasn't his jacket, and it was just maybe a jacket that was out there. Maybe another kid left it out there, or maybe somebody put it out there. I don't know. But she has nothing to do with the case, you know. Here's the thing. Do we know if she put the jacket out there? I don't know. I wasn't there. Could it be it was another kid's jacket? Someone just said the jacket wasn't there before, and all of a sudden the jacket showed up. So, but you got to prove that someone put the jacket there, or maybe some kids got out there and played and left the jacket out there. It could have been just a distraction. Exactly. The last one stated Wednesday. Okay. So we don't know if it's between Tuesday and Wednesday, but we'll be watching on Channel 10. Yeah, that's the latest thing that they said. Okay. Let me see. Oh, God. Let me see here. If I can find it. This is good. So, okay. So January the 31st. Codi was charged on February 3rd with 7 counts of felony charge, child neglect stemming from incidents at the end of 2021. Police said those charges are based on interviews and evidence in the earlier hours. Codi still hasn't been found. Okay. They're still talking about Codi on February. All we wanted to bring in is these statements made prior, and the court has granted us that permission to bring those statements in, and we agree with that ruling. We're happy about that. Whenever you ask for an attorney, you should be given that right for an attorney, Bell said. All we wanted to bring in is those statements made prior to, and the court has granted us that. So when they go, whatever he said after the fact, they can't bring that in. And that's what they're going to do in court. They can't bring in anything that he said after he asked for the attorney. Volunteer search groups were inside the courtroom Thursday. They've been looking for Codi since his disappearance. Some of those people jumped on the other wagon, you guys. And you'll start seeing them come back like they didn't, but they were. They done jumped on the other side of the wagon with the family. They were carrying Amina Matheni's bill folder and a briefcase and all of that. All of that. Hey, Andrea, how you doing? She said justice for Codi. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Lisa in the building. Okay, so there is turning into, they say this is turning into a circus. However, said one of the key things that was the main concern is where Codi. We're not concerned about how long he was being questioned or his time frame. The time frame is where is the child. You're wasting time. Be a man. Stand up. Admit something happened. But don't keep dragging this out. The trial date for Bixby is set for November the 7th, 9th, and the 10th. So this is June. So it's set for the 7th, 9th, and the 10th. Okay. We got some time. Let me see what Wave is saying. Hold on. This is the one that came up. That just came up. So Wave 10 on our side has learned that Cory Bixby was indicted on charges connected to the death of 4-year-old Codi. Sources tells that he was indicted by a grand jury on Monday. The paperwork associated with the indictment has not been filed yet in the court. A recent release mental health evaluation obtained by a 10 on your side investigator team also revealed that Bixby is competent to stand trial. He's also facing 30 charges connected with the allegations of the neglect of Codi and his brothers. Amina Matheny was asked about the new indictment. She declined to comment on the case. She said, let me shut my mouth. Bixby reported Codi missing January 31st. Police named him the only person in interest. Authorities have long presumed that 4-year-old Bixby, the boy, is dead, although his body has never been found. From the first minute of the investigation, myself and the assistant chief member command staff were at Codi Bixby's residence to see for ourselves what the evidence was. You guys remember, they hurried up and called in the FBI. You know, because once they do that, I'm going to tell you something. Once they do that, what they do is get all the camera footage from every. This is why jurors realize something once they're in court. They get every camera shot of every car that went down the street, anybody that came in, and they can zoom in and look and see if something's in that car or where did that person go. You understand what I'm saying? Wade Campbell said she need to shut her mouth. Well, I'm telling you, some people were backing it up. Wade, they were backing it up. But once they called the FBI in, I'm going to tell you, they're supposed to be the best of the best. They're supposed to be the best of the best. So if you got through there, around there, without them seeing, now if they had some kind of date of where they're looking, they can say, okay, we see him walking out the house with a suitcase and this, that. There was so many stories on this case. It was unbelievable. Somebody even told me, and I can't remember who it was that told me, but you know, I listen a lot. They had said that he had talked to some neighbor or a neighbor next door said that they had seen something and it was some guy, I guess some guy that looked like a football guy, you know, big built guy or skinny guy. I can't remember. One time he was big built, and then the next time he was skinny, but he wore a dress. He was a he, then he was a she, and all this other stuff. So I didn't get mixed up all into that. When I hear stuff like that, I think it's just a distraction because, you know, I don't make fun of stuff of that nature. I don't think nothing's funny about it at all. You can, well, as long as you just don't come dealing with me, I'm straight. I'm straight street. All right. But I don't think, I think people were trying to make it funny. You know what I'm saying? Wade said they tore that townhouse up. Yeah, they did. He did not do anything to that baby. Someone else did. Denise, I believe someone else did too. And it'd probably be the one that got the kids now. I don't know. You know, someone else did while he was gone, and he came back to find that something happened to him, and he'd been covering up for someone else. But he do know where Codi is, though. Oh, wow. He went in court Monday smiling, making me sick. Did you got to see him? Did you got to see him in court? Come on, you guys. Share your information. Mark Talbert is not the police chief in Hampton anymore. He's over the water. He's in Norfolk side. Now, I don't know who the chief. I said who the chief was, but it just, yeah. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, on TV tape, oh, you seen him on TV? Yeah. When he did that little smirk, like, yep, I'm here. Like, this is crazy. Like, but, you know, he going through it. And, you know, I do have something in my heart. Not saying for him, in a, like I feel sorry for him. He needs to tell us where the baby is. And when we get, you know, like when we get a conviction, I mean, or whatever, I think we all should write a letter to Mark Talbert, because he took you know, like when people get in trouble or get backlash, or, you know, talk about, or maybe, you know, got hurt from the whole situation as far as, you know, his job. I mean, he stood up when everybody else sat down. He did. I don't care what nobody say. He stood up. He stood up. And that made me stronger. And I don't know if you guys got that, but he stood up. Everybody else in that town, they sat down. He stood up. Even when his officers did something wrong, he still stood up and said, yeah, they did something wrong, but nevertheless, it's not a mystery. We know what you did to this child. We know that the child is gone. We know. He did, you guys. And if you did not have a chief of police stand up like that, we wouldn't be this far right now. So I believe we all need to at least say thank you, you know, to him. Because, you know, if it was your child that came up missing, and some police don't want to say nothing, you know, he's smart enough to take the fifth, but I believe it will be revealed. I think he's going to come out and say, I think it's eating at him. You know what I mean? I think he's eating at him. Now, you know what gets me? You know what makes me angry? And I know I'm going to get off of here because I got to start doing some cooking or something. And I got to spend some time with Diesel. But, you know, a lot of people, they wanted to make a big deal about this his rights was violated. Now, don't think it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. I don't ever want to see a person's rights violated. We cannot function and live safely in a society if we don't stand on our rights. So I'm totally against violating anybody's rights. I don't care who you are. You can be the boogeyman. Don't violate people's rights, especially, you know, African American. Why I say that is because we get our rights violated a lot and nobody listens because we don't have the money to obtain an attorney. And sometimes we're not even educated enough or smart enough to know, you know, like I just said, you know, and now I think back, you know, we probably could have sued the state on some stuff, you know, because some rights was violated. But when a child is in trouble, you just want to get the child out of trouble. You ain't worried about money. You know, money ain't nothing, you know. You just don't want to see a kid go through some stuff and things of that nature. But yeah, that's what I was trying to say, Tina. He took a big hit for that case. So, you know, not a lot of people go against the grain and say, you know what? He said it from day one. He said, I'm going to stand on it. And they wanted him to come and say he's sorry and he shouldn't have said this. And they were playing so many mind and word games and stuff. Oh, he was talking about us. He didn't say no name. So if you put yourself in that equation, then yeah, he was talking about you. But only you knew that We didn't know it. I didn't know it. Because remember I said, when he says, they won't help. The people that was closer, that's what he said. I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. He said the people that said that they love Codi, if they would help. And then the family said he was talking about us. Because I said to myself, and I said to you guys, I said, who is he talking about? Is he talking about the mama side of the family? Is he talking about the babysitter? Is he talking about some girlfriend? Is he talking about the sister? If he talking about the grandparents, who is he talking about? He just said the people that claim that they love Codi would help. It would make things better. The family came on and said he was talking about us. So that let us know that you guys were feeling some kind of way, because I didn't know who he was talking about. And that told the whole story right there. It did. You think someone else abused the other 3 kids? No, he did. No, he did. I think he was over his head trying to take care of some kids. He didn't have a woman to help him, assist him in how to take care of these kids. He couldn't bring all the kids to his wife's house. And the baby mother of the children, she was just doing her own thing. As long as she can just keep doing her life, she was fine. He could have the kids. He probably wanted the kids, or really wanted her, so he kept the kids. He done messed up his life with his wife. So his wife came to court and was like, y'all wasn't talking about me. She told the judge, I'll make sure he make it to court. She stood to help him through court. It didn't help him, but she was there. You guys understand what I'm saying? I'm thinking, I'm going to tell you guys something, and I'm just going to be honest. When it comes down to men, some men, they do 100%. They really do, whether it's good or bad, but they do 100%. But if they don't have someone helping them as far as the feminine side of situations, like how to handle a child, put a t-shirt on her, put a new diaper on him, take him to the daycare. He was leaving the kids at home by themselves because he knew he couldn't take the kids to his wife. Now his wife done already raised his kids. He started a whole new family with a young woman. And I'm telling you, this is what happens when you leave home. You think it's green on that other side, and then you get this woman that don't cook. She over there twerking. Yeah, she probably got a mean body on her, but everybody all in it. You can't contain her, and now you mad. Now you can't even go back to your wife because you're looking stupid. You got all these other kids, and that woman ain't even worried about no kids. She going about her business. I'm just being honest with you. I ain't talking bad about the woman, but I just think any woman that leaves her kids is just a bad parent, period. That's just me. I'm not saying that you bad, like you just horrible. I'm just saying you don't have, you're not connected to your kid, and somewhere you missed the mark. And the kids, moms normally give the guidance to children, safe haven places. Normally that's how it's supposed to work. The dad, the boyfriend, or the stepfather, he's the one that do all the, disciplinary actions, working hard, coming home. Dad's going to get you. I'm going to tell your dad when he gets home, things of that nature. He takes care of the things that mom can't take care of. Do your homework, brush your teeth, get your butt in the tub, and go to bed and get ready for school the next day. And she cook and clean and work also. That's how it's supposed to. It doesn't do that because nowadays it takes 2 to work. Nowadays, so you can't focus on your family. It takes, sometimes mom not at home, so dad do got to cook or wash clothes or whatever. So you guys got to make it work. But it's all supposed to be done so that that child can grow up in that one family environment instead of being step over here and a boyfriend over there and baby mama drama over here and all this other stuff. Because when you start doing all that, yeah, once you make a mistake, you can't stay in a relationship. You're not going to stay single forever and all this other stuff. But definitely don't go outside of your marriage, get pregnant, or go think you're going to get another woman's husband and think because she was getting all that money because he was in the army and he took care of her, you want the money. So you thinking she ain't a good mother. She don't look like me. I got this butt. I got these tits. Whatever. I'm gonna get the man. And yeah, and he's like, yeah, I got a young buckaroo. I got me some young stuff. Yeah, you do. And she don't cook, she doesn't clean, she don't watch the kids, she don't care about kids. She'll give you kids and hand them to you. So sometimes things happen because of you make your bed. And I'm saying this is kind of what happened there. He will never be free. And I think that's going to make a lot of people better. But I would like, and I think there's a possibility he may tell you sorry for the misspell. What's misspell? I don't know. Anyway, if something is, it was because I was rushing, trying to get in here. But anywho, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. We got our hour in. I want to celebrate tomorrow. I may not just come on tomorrow. We did pretty good today. I don't want this video to be really, really long. Like I said, with his good news like this, my brain is all over the place. I need to kind of just go back and take, there's other stuff going. Child abusers are never free. Exactly. So you guys, we're looking good as far as we might get 2 out of 2. We'll get Jackie and Trezell in jail. You got Derek and Stallworth in jail. You got the young lady that took out King Hill. She in jail. I typed the wrong word instead of the word you. Oh, you're fine, D. I'll be on it till Wednesday. Hey, you guys, keep us informed because we'll come on here. If anybody wants to call in or something, if you want me to come on tomorrow, put it in the chat you want me to come on. Freddie will let me know, and we'll come on Friday if need be. But I'm going to get off of here and start doing some cooking. You guys have a great, great Thursday. Harmony, yeah. We need something on Harmony. We haven't gotten it. Well, the dad is in jail on Harmony, but it's on something really small. Hold on for a minute, you guys. Let me see something. Somebody trying to leave. Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry. Anyway, you guys have a blessed night. Yes, things is happening, and I will probably see you guys Monday. Look forward to Monday. I do got to get some work done. Let's play our favorite one, and I want to say thank you to Sugar Mama for supporting. Let's see Codi again. That was like, ooh wee. Which one is Codi? Like, is it this one right here?
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be
along
as
the
bright
toddler
as
has
the
been missing
sun.
in Savannah.
And once you come around, and it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where is Codi?
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
oh I
scour
knew
the area.
it's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah,